in 1914, who were the only ones who saw these various aspects of the sign and drew the right conclusion that something invisible was occurring? Only the anointed.
At the kingdom's birth in 1914, the Bible students were not exactly sure what was going to happen, but they knew it would be a pivotal year. For decades, they had been singing that the Gentile times were closing and that the kings had had their day. And they had been using every means available to focus attention on this monumental event.
Reasoning on Daniel chapter 2 and Matthew chapter 24, the Bible students preached that a time of global anarchy would come, which would culminate in the end of the system of things. They believed that around that time the congregation would be taken to heaven.
They realized that 1914 had a significance. It meant the end of the Gentile times. Now, at that time, they felt that perhaps the work would be finished and they would go home, as it were. So they were looking forward to a time of reward.
They did understand that there was a significance to the year. Primarily, they thought that 1914 would just be the start of the judgment coming upon the world, or Armageddon.
As we saw in chapter 2 of this book, the Bible students spent decades pointing out that the year 1914 would be significant in fulfilling Bible prophecy. However, at that time, they believed that Christ's presence had begun in 1874, that he had begun to rule in heaven in 1878, and that the kingdom would not be fully set up until October 1914. The harvest would extend from 1874 to 1914 and would culminate in the gathering of the anointed to heaven. Do mistaken ideas such as these cast doubt on whether Jesus was guiding those faithful ones by means of Holy Spirit?
So, this generation is made up of anointed ones who see the sign and have the spiritual discernment to draw the proper conclusion about the sign.
A lie is a false statement deliberately presented as being true, a falsehood. A lie is the opposite of the truth. Lying involves saying something incorrect to a person who is entitled to know the truth about a matter. But there's also something that is called a half-truth. The Bible tells Christians to be honest with each other. Now that you have put away deceit, speak truth, wrote the Apostle Paul at Ephesians 4:25. Lies and half-truths undermine trust. A German proverb says, "Who lies once is not believed even if he says the truth." So we need to speak openly and honestly with each other, not withholding bits of information that could change the perception in the listener or mislead him.